Hey Scorpio, how are you? I am really feeling highly energized doing your October reading right now. I've been feeling like I've just kind of been in the flow, and I don't know. I just feel like I feel like you're going to go through something in October that is going to definitely shake things up. However, it's going to shake things up and things are going to fall into place in a way that you just didn't expect. Okay, so that's just what I'm feeling. And I wanted to share that with you before we actually got started. So, hello and welcome to Intuitive Gems. My name is Desiree. If this is your first time catching one of my videos, I want to say thank you for choosing to spend this time with me, and I invite you to subscribe because I do these readings each and every month, and I would love to share your money message with you. Now, I'm going to be doing the wealth, prosperity, finance, abundance reading for the sign of Scorpio for the month of October 2019. And like I said, I'm really feeling the energetic flow, and I'm ready to just jump right in. Now, as you can see, October is already going to be off to a good start for you, Scorpio, because we got the Nine of Cups upright. That is one of the most positive cards in the deck. So get ready, Scorpio. Things are going to fall into place in a very, very good way. Ooh. Now, if you are also watching me for the first time and you don't know, I read jumper cards. My belief is that the jumper cards are the ones that want to communicate with us. Therefore, those are the ones that I choose to read. So what do we need to know for the sign of Scorpio as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance? I want one more card to start off the beginning of October 2019. I didn't say that I am using my Morgan Greer tarot deck. I'm going to clarify with my Radiant Rider-Waite tarot deck, and then I'm going to end your reading with the Halloween Oracle card. All right, Scorpio, things are going to, like I said, things are going to be really, really good for you. October is going to start off strong and positive, and let me make sure nobody is cut off here. Now look at what we've got. We've got the Nine of Cups upright, Queen of Rods or the Queen of Wands upright. We have the Chariot upright, the High Priestess, the Strength card, and then we have the Page of Cups. This is the only one that's in the reverse position, and this tells me that, there is a message coming in the beginning of October. However, I'm feeling like it's going to be something where it's almost like you knew the answer, you knew this information, and so it's just not going to be something that's that overwhelming or that it's just not going to affect you either way. It's almost like it doesn't really change the situation of how October starts off for you. I don't know why I wanted to start there, but I did. So let's go into the Nine of Wands. Now, the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is also known as the Wish card. This means that basically, it's the ultimate fulfillment card. It's joy. It's really just getting what you want in the way that you want it. So look for that to happen, Scorpio, in the beginning of October 2019. We also have the Queen of Rods here. Now, she's all about being stable. She's all about being grounded. And I'm feeling like you're feeling really, really, I want to say secure as it relates to your work and your finances. Now, that doesn't mean you suddenly, have the job or the career that you want or the income you want, but it does mean that you feel really good about the direction your life and your career and your business is going. You're getting things locked down into place. You're getting the stuff you need to make things happen, and you're feeling really confident and positive about the results you're starting to see. Now, I do also see this is that you've been putting work in and you're finally starting to see the fruits of your labor. You're finally starting to see some things pay off, and that's a very exciting thing. Now, we also have the Chariot here. The Chariot is all about movement. It's all about sometimes really just taking big actions. And I feel like that's what's going to be going on with you, Scorpio, as we start off October. You're also highly intuitive. It's almost like you can see what's going on without having to know all the details and know every single player in the game. You already know, and you already are confident that you know. Nobody can tell you anything different. And nobody can tell you, excuse me, that you don't have a clue. You have more than a clue. You know what's going on. You have the experience, you have the wisdom, and you have the insight to really see the situation for what it is. And that gives you an edge. The High Priestess is all about intuition, but it's also about having an edge. And you definitely have that edge the first week of October. Now, we also have the Strength card, and sometimes the Strength card is not necessarily about physical strength. She's all about that quiet strength. She's all about that inner strength. And she's all about sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is not execute from the place of trying to prove something, but it's resting in the fact that you know what's going on and you know the game. You know that you are where you're supposed to be, and you know that you're taking care of you in the way that you need to take care of you. Nobody can tell you any different. You're very strong in your beliefs, you're strong in your determination, and you're very strong in your persistence. And like I said, some information's coming in the first week of October, but it's not anything that's going to, rock your world. It's something that I'm feeling like you already kind of know, and this is basically just confirmation. It's like, oh, okay, we knew that was coming. All right, we can handle it. So what else do we need to know for the sign of Scorpio as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of October, 2019? What do we need to know for the sign of Scorpio as it relates to money, finances, career, and abundance for the month of October 2019? I think I need just one more card. I need one more card for Scorpio, please. One more card. There we go. Okay. Now we saw cards were kind of flying all over the place. Okay. Now the interesting thing, Scorpio, is that there are a lot of people around you. Okay, there's also a lot of energy around you. So you're going to have to be really careful and guard your own. I'm feeling like I need to tell you to guard your space. Now, you're going to have to interpret that as you will. It could be your physical space. It also could be your energetic space, okay? We have the Queen of Pentacles upright, Page of Pentacles upright. We have the Nine of Wands upright, the Hierophant upright, and then we also have the Nine of Swords upright. So, and the reason why I say there's a lot of people and a lot of different energies flowing around you is because there's a lot of people in these cards. And usually when I get a lot of, people cards like this, court cards, so to speak, that tells me that there's a lot of people around you. Okay, now it could be family, it could be coworkers, it could be a spouse or a partner, but I'm feeling like there's just a lot of different personal energies going around you. And because sometimes, Scorpio, you can be highly sensitive to other people, their attitudes, their energy, their intentions, their thoughts. So because of that, I'm feeling like I said, I need to tell you that you really need to guard your space. Now, when I see the Queen of Pentacles here, she's very smart with money. She's also someone who doesn't have any hesitation when it comes to making decisions, especially about whether or not it's going to benefit her or if it's going to make a difference in her income. So I feel like this is going to be you as we move into the second week of October. Scorpio, you have a pretty stable perception of what's going on with your money and your finances. And you're not going to let anyone step in and disrupt that. Now, I see the Page of Pentacles here, and this means there is a message coming in as it relates to money. And because this is in the upright position, I'm feeling like this is going to be good news. It's either going to be good news where it's like confirmation of something, or it's going to be the information that you've been waiting for to kind of take you to that next step, take you to that next level. Now, we also have the Nine of Wands here, and this is not being afraid to have those conversations and not being afraid to walk away. Now, I'm not saying that you're going to abandon a project altogether, but if something just is not feeling right and not sitting right with you, you have no problem walking away, and you actually may even do that as we move towards the middle of October. Because this card is falling onto that High Priestess, and she's all about intuitive knowing, and she's all about having that edge, I'm feeling like you may either choose to limit your involvement with something, or you may choose to let it go altogether. Now, we also have the Hierophant here. This tells me that there is going to be someone or something that really causes you to re-examine your beliefs about something. Now, a lot of times the Hierophant does have a religious affiliation, but sometimes it doesn't. And when it comes to when I ask about work and finances and career, when I see this card, it always means to re-examine your beliefs, not in a religious way, but just kind of in a business way, or kind of look at your beliefs and make sure that what you are living by as far as your own, say, money philosophy or business philosophy, make sure that that is in alignment with what you are doing and the goals you're trying to achieve. And I do feel that you are kind of slowly getting yourself into alignment, and you are really establishing your own personal philosophy as it relates to money and finance. Now, you have been limited in some ways, and that is going to continue as we move through October. You know, you're going to feel like there's only so much you can do. And it's not because you're not capable of doing something. It's just the circumstance. You know, you can only work so hard for so long. It's not going to be a bad thing. However, it is going to be something that kind of holds you up and slows you down. But, you know, you work through it and you accept it for what it is. And then you continue on your path towards growth and increase and achievement. All right, so let's clarify this. What else do we need to know for the sign of Scorpio as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of October 2019? Okay. All right, Scorpio. So you're going to be collaborating too. Now, I think this may have been in your reading, was it last month, where there are people around you and people who will be reaching out to you because they want to partner with you in some way. They want to work with you. They see that, you know, you are the real deal. They see that you know your stuff. They admire your work and they want to work with you. They want a piece. I see the Nine of Pentacles. This is in reverse. This tells me that there's some spending issues going on where you're choosing not to spend in an area that you need to. And what I'm getting from Spirit is that you need to invest in your business. You need to kind of upgrade some things in your business and in your career. Now, this could be your wardrobe. If you're an employee, you need to kind of upgrade, your business attire. Or if you're a business owner, you need to upgrade your website. You need to upgrade maybe your business cards, your brochures. You need to kind of spend money in business, and you're not doing that. And as we move through October, there's going to be some areas in your business that you're going to have to spend money in. Okay. Now, we also have the Queen of Cups here. This is someone who is very unemotional as it relates to work and money. And you don't get caught up in your money. You don't get caught up in the day-to-day grind of business. However, you're pretty neutral. And that sometimes could be a good thing. Sometimes it's not, because people tend to misconstrue that as you don't care. But it's just that you're not allowing emotions to sway you either way. Now we also have the Empress here, again, because this card fell onto that Nine of Swords. I'm seeing this as, remember here, you're kind of stuck, you're kind of limited, you can only do so much. Well, this is a new project that's basically going to be put on hold. This is happening roughly in the 3rd or 4th week of October. There's going to be some type of a project, some type of a something, opportunity that's just not gonna, it's just not gonna take off, and it's not gonna happen when you want it to. However, it doesn't mean it's not gonna happen at all. It's just gonna be postponed, or it's gonna be delayed, or it's gonna be put on hold for some reason. All right, I just want to get a few more cards for Scorpio as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of October 2019. All right, Scorpio, yep, things are slowing down. This Eight of Wands, this is usually the speed card, but when it's in reverse, that tells me a drastic slowdown. And because this fell on the Empress and that Nine of Swords, yeah, something's just going to either come to a complete halt by the end of October, or it's just going to be moving very, very, very slow. And you can't control it. I mean, it's just the situation. You're just going to have to kind of be patient as that takes the time that it needs to take in order to move forward, I should say. Now we see the Eight of Cups here. We also have the Knight of Wands, and we have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Now we're seeing her again. We saw her up here, and now we're seeing her again. This tells me that you're kind of having second thoughts on what you're going to do with your money. You're kind of having second guesses about either how you're spending or how you're making your money. But it's okay. It's okay. You just have to kind of trust yourself on that. You knew what to do here, and I don't want you to second guess yourself. However, you probably will. We all do. And, do what feels comfortable and do what works for you in the time period that works for you. Now, this Eight of Cups here, this tells me that you may actually turn something down. I'm wondering if it's going to be this collaboration or this partnership that someone is reaching out to you about, because this tells me that you're going to walk away, you're going to say no, or you're going to say, you know what, I really need to think about this more. And I think that's a good thing. You're not rushing into anything, and you're really, really considering every option. You're thinking about the situation from every angle, and you're really making sure that this benefits you in the long term. I also see the Knight of Wands here. Again, this is all about that energy moving in and out. The Knight of Wands, though, is consistency. This is, all about someone being reliable, someone doing, what they said they're going to do, showing up when they're going to show up, and, just that really reliable, stable energy. And I'm feeling like that's you, Scorpio. So overall, October is going to start off strong. You're going to have a really, really good month of October as it starts off. And then you're going to run into a few little hiccups and slowdowns throughout the month, but it's not anything catastrophic. You're going to be able to really move forward and make decisions. And you're really just going to have to re-examine everything, because that's kind of the word that I'm getting, is that look at your business and look at your work and look at your career from every possible angle so you can do what's right for you. All right, let's go ahead and pull a Halloween Oracle card for you, Scorpio. Wow, this was such a good reading, Scorpio. This is really, really good. Your October is going to be, things are moving. Things are happening. So let's see what we got for Scorpio. Okay, this card is midnight, the most magical hour of all. Interesting. I want to read the book and see what this says because I am not familiar with this deck. So, midnight, this is all about allowing yourself to relax into the benevolent darkness of midnight. You may feel this is your darkest hour, but know that the light will return again. The dawn always follows the darkest night. Know too that it is important to recognize that we all have darkness within us, just as we have light, and this isn't something to hide from. Very interesting, because I feel like that kind of relates to what we were talking about here as far as, your intuition having an edge, and also kind of not being emotional and kind of second guessing yourself. At least that's what I'm feeling with this card. So there you go, Scorpio. You got the Midnight card. So I hope this was helpful. I hope this has given you some insight, and I hope that that you really just trust yourself, Scorpio. Really trust yourself and know that you are doing the right thing in the right way, in the right time. All right, I want to thank you so much for choosing to spend this time with me. And if you are interested in a private reading, I will have that link down in the description below. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or observations, feel free to drop those down below as well. All right, Scorpio, thank you again. I'll see you again soon.